Do you have a 6-month emergency fund? Do you have an opportunity fund? And do you have access to capital? Number 6 is one of my favorite ones because you can have a future income conversation, a net worth conversation. We're thinking about your future lifestyle. We're thinking about your goals, your dreams. We're thinking about leaving generational wealth, having a secure financial future.
Hello, everyone. Alvin Darian here. I spent over 2 decades in the financial industry helping people just like you. As the author of books like Don't Let Adversity Steal Your Legacy and The 8 Financial Breakthroughs, and as the CEO and co-founder of Financial Pro Network, I am proud to present to you the Leadership and Money Podcast.
I have a question for you. Have you ever read a financial book that was probably about this thick and you didn't understand everything that was happening and you did not finish reading the book and the font was so tight that you had to really read with a ruler, and then the charts were so fancy, the words were so big, and at the end of it you needed an Advil or a Tylenol, right? Have you ever read a book like that? I read plenty of them. It inspired me to say, you know what? We need to make sure there's a book out there that everyone can digest, right? So we came up with the 8 financial breakthroughs. We made sure the font is big. We made sure there are no fancy charts. We made sure the words you can understand. And most importantly, we have homework at every chapter. So you can run your family meetings. You can run your company board meetings. You can use it as a tool. Now, we have a full book, but today I'm going to go over the ebook, okay? The ebook is 13 pages, and here in this book is about 180 pages. So you have both options, right? Now, I'm going to go through the ebook real quick, and I want you to know this here. It is time for you to take control of your financial destiny. It starts with information, but don't stop at information, right? You got to go from information to education to implementation. And this book is going to help you implement the 8 financial breakthroughs. So this is not just a motivational book. It's an inspirational book. We're going to break down the 8 financial breakthroughs. And the first breakthrough, everyone, is going to be financial education. We wasn't taught in school. We learned from our parents. They showed us the best that they know at the time with the information that they had at the time. We learned from our grandparents. We learned from the church. We learned from the barbershop. We learned from our first cousins. Who said that their advice was the best or their information was the best, right? It's not taught in school. We have to teach ourselves. There's a lot of noise out there. Would you agree with me? But I want to give you the correct information. It all starts out with you finding out your financial DNA, right? Are you a spender? Are you a saver? Are you an avoider? Right? How did your parents handle money? Are you thinking net worth or are you thinking debt? Are you thinking student loans or are you thinking retirement? Things to think about, right? The second breakthrough. Now, we recommend you go in order, but I can tell you this. You may have to skip around, but it's highly recommended you go in order. Protection from threats. What is a threat? You remember back in middle school or high school, people fight in the lunchroom, everybody see it, and somebody threaten you and say, I'm going to beat you up on a lunch. You're like, oh, everybody's going to watch me fight the baddest guy in the school, right? Well, when you get older, you don't have to worry about a fight in the lunchroom. You got to worry about threats with your money, right? You got to guard against critical illness and chronic illness. We got to shield from inflation in the downside market. We got to protect your identity. You don't want to build all this wealth and then somebody steals your identity, right? So we got to protect you from threats. There's 10 threats that we put in the book. You want to make sure you read those threats, right? Number 3, cash flow today. How are you making your money today? What are you doing to bring in income? Remember this: ace, king, queen. Ace is cash flow. King is cash. Queen is credit. Ace, king, queen. We got to make sure that we monetize your efforts and compound your passions and your skills. We got to make sure that if you look at your bank account, all of those automatic drafts are lined up. You can get rid of the third membership, right? The third gym membership. You may have 2 Netflix accounts. No knock to them. but I want you to pay attention to cash flow today. Number 4, when we hear the word debt, some people think negative things, right? So we got to turn to a positive. What is your debt to income ratio? What normally stops someone from getting a home? It's not the credit score. It may not be the cash in the bank. It's the debt to income ratio. We want to help you eliminate all the bad debt. We want to make sure we focus on the liabilities that you want to eliminate. And most importantly, we want to do a regular check. Make sure your credit score is growing. Make sure your debt to income ratio is in your favor. Number 5, putting your hands on the money. Making sure your money is liquid. Okay? We want you to have liquidity. There's a difference between liquidity and accessibility. We're going to break that down for you. Do you have a 6-month emergency fund? Do you have an opportunity fund? And do you have access to capital? Number 6 is one of my favorite ones because you can have a future income conversation, a net worth conversation. We're thinking about your future lifestyle. We're thinking about your goals, your dreams. We're thinking about leaving generational wealth, having a secure financial future. Okay, number 7 is optional, maybe as needed. Establishing a legacy and succession plan. Maybe you have a trust, maybe you have a will, you have a CPA, you have an estate attorney. We want to help you put everything in the right place. And then number 8 is accountability. Having that financial coach, having that financial professional. You're on a financial journey. You need somebody to help you with it. And that's number 8. So those are the 8 financial breakthroughs. And also, we want to let you know that it starts with understanding where you're at today. You're ever at the mall and you look at one of those signs and you're like, hey, where are you? You're here. I need to go to this store. Same in your financial map. Here in Atlanta, if I say, hey, I need help to get to the Mercedes-Benz Dome, guess what? Where are you? I got to give you clear directions. The GPS want to know where you're at. So understand, plan, execute, manage. Understand, plan, execute, manage. You got to build a winning team, right? There's 4 levels of wealth. And in the end of the book, after the 8 financial breakthroughs, we gave you some bonuses in there. The first one is financial stability. This is the foundation. Cover your expenses without stress. You have a little bit of money left over, right? It's not too tight, but you're financial stable and you're okay. Financial security is the next level. Savings, minimal debt, sense of security. You got emergency fund. You're not working to survive anymore. Now, financial freedom. I think that word is overused, but money is a tool, right? Money gives you options. Money gives you freedom. Money gives you the gift of your time back. And then we look at financial abundance. Now we're thinking about family last names, right? Financial abundance. You have enough assets that's going to generate income that's going to sustain your lifestyle for next generations. So are you a level 1, 2, 3, or 4? Now, this is the ebook, right? We want you to have the path to financial abundance. And we're going to teach you that. It all starts with you having your family meetings, okay? So I didn't just write this book by myself. We have an innovation team, okay? We have some of the top financial professionals who put their input in here. It's over 250 years experience of us working with clients, seeing different scenarios, right? And we want to make sure that you know that our innovation team helped put this book together. Now, let me share this with you. And don't ever forget this. If you only have information and you never move to education, there will be no implementation. So go to the 8financialbreakthroughs.com. Make sure, or you can click the link right here below. And I want you to know that this book will change your family tree forever. It will change the trajectory of your finances. Give it a shot. You can find it on Amazon, or you can download the ebook right here, no charge to you.
Thank you for your time today. Have a productive day and not a busy day. To all the world champions, in first-generation millionaires. I will see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded with excuses. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Take care, and God bless everyone.